Hi, this is Elsa Jag, and I'm posting my video. A video about dirty, filthy family members. And the things that they do, um, the satanic evil that they're involved with. Dirty, filthy relatives in the family that's involved with horrible church mess that goes too far, just too far. If you ever heard about people that go too far with church mess, just too far. Um, Dirty family and how they are after young people and their families, how they want young people sacrificed. They want young people in jails and in prisons. How they're working to do the work of evil people that once held slaves in chains and shackles. Um, Dirty relatives, dirty Christians that go too far, just too far. Um, they don't just get out of church, go home, fix something to eat, a big meal, and sit around and talk with the rest of the family in their home, or get on the phone and talk about the service and how they might enjoy what they went to go hear. No, they go too far. They pray against young people and young people and families. They pray against young people, wanting young people to fall. It's first the family members. The family members, you got uncles. Their uncles, last name Harrisons, and all of them are they're veterans, and they live in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and their last name is Harrisons, and there's about 4 of them, and they're U.S. veterans. Men do things to young guys that are wrong in their family. They sit around saying they hear voices, hearing voices from crazy bipolar and schizophrenia mess, the involvement with church mess that goes too far. They pray against the young in the family, wanting them sacrificed, them hurt because they done went to a church service and then got influenced or sided with the evil that was going around from their leaders, their preachers, their bishops, and they done sided with evil and taken it to their family members. When I say taking it to their family members, they start praying evil things about the young in their family. The church bishop, the church preacher, done got further and closer to their head of thoughts from the church morning service. People want to be down with the church preacher and the bishop in the church and surrendering themselves, lifting up both their hands during the service and surrendering to the voice of the preacher or the bishop, wanting to fit in with the rest of the little crowd or congregation in the church. unaware or don't care about the life the dirty preacher or bishop and his wife have been living. Um, Wanting their family members, the nieces or the nephews, to be sacrificed because they done tried to follow the influence of evil. Family members, they supposed to stick together of other families. I always thought, from being outdoors and outside in the public area. Um, I always thought and felt that most families stuck together and stuff. When I hear of family members fighting grown men that are veterans and their sons plotting things against people in their family, I question what the hell kind of people are those? What kind of people are them that are not reaching out to their own family members enough, running in a church and turning their back or hating their own nephews and nieces? What kind of people are those? Um, I don't like going to church because I look around and I've seen so many families broken up just coming out of church buildings. Church buildings where they can't even get along no more, trying to do each other in. I've heard too much live conversation for years about families feuding so much and they all go to church. So I don't go there anymore. Um, Being that are veterans in a family and they are supposed to, I guess they're Christians, fighting their nephews, wanting to sacrifice to help the bishops miss or they preacher miss. That's some sick shit. People getting influenced the wrong way in churches, becoming like zombie apocalypse, trans hypnotic. Would they like they willing to do anything the preachers say do for attention at those places and stuff. Church ain't like what it used to be so long ago back in the 1980s. Baptist church where I come up at with my family, my mother. Church ain't like what it used to be. People now going to church and praying against their own family members, and you hear the gossip standing around in the church parking lot after church get up. People hating their family members. People breaking up there with their family bands. How something about the church service and the music done broke their family up. They were together, now they're fighting each other, trying to do each other in. People standing around in the church parking lot saying how they are having problems with some of their family. And the church service message just breaking them further even more up to stay against each other. Nah, it's not helping them heal their relationships and bond them back. It's breaking them up even more worse. Men that plot evil, wanting to hurt their nieces, the nephews there, wanting to sacrifice people in their family to bad situations. I blame the men in the family for a lot of stuff that go on. Women was not made, to me, in the beginning to, as far as firstly like made, like to Africa or Jamaica land, the land. To me, I say that Black men was made first. When uh, family members of a family is having problems and stuff, that and when young boys and young girls have gotten out of control in a family, that's the men in that family that's responsible. Them men are responsible for that, for not getting on the people in their family. Them men are responsible for not paying attention to what's in their own family. Men ain't like what they used to be. Some ain't no more. Now they becoming too soft. Something is kind of strangely going on with some black men. They ain't like what used to be so long ago. Back so long ago, I would respect good black men, and I still do today. Now today, I don't know what they becoming. They are far away from being real, and so close each and every day to becoming more faker and fake pretense. Like like it's something they enjoy becoming or have turned into. Men wanting to hurt people in their family, wanting to hurt their nephew. What is it when grown ass men are trying to get sacrifices off of young boys in their family? Now, where is the word male, man? What is that? What is it? It sounds like some kind of like crazy story, like some kind of not realistic, real type males. Something like some kind of, it's like stuff to be aware of as a black woman. Men not the way they used to be. Trying to get their nephews and nieces as sacrifices to live long on the earth. What in the hell to live long on the earth? They want they young and they family sacrificed, that the medical problems they got or whatever's going on in their family, that they'll be doing all right or live longer, have something more. They're not like what they used to be. They are becoming worse as black men. After they're the young ones and they're the young ones in their family like that. I mean, people becoming sick as hell, like mentally ill sick, to be participating in such mess and not trying to grow their family further and develop their family further as a people that's sticking together, shown positively as a black family. Talking about trying to hurt their own young people in their family, trying to wanting their young people jailed, in prison, on the news. Some people crazy as shit that their names be all over the papers and people laughing at their family that done went to school with them or something, work jobs with them or something. Some people sick. They real sick individuals. Very sick individuals, men in a family. But they want the outdoor public people to know they done sacrificed somebody in their family. All people gonna do is talk and laugh. Especially when they dang some black people, most in the black community, when they see the headline on the news. People they done went to school with or something, grew up with in the neighborhood. Things like that. Y'all know how that goes if you viewing the video and you black. That's all people, that's all the black community gonna do is laugh at them. Oh, it went to school with that one. Oh, it used to work on the job with that one. Oh, it used to hang out. It was in some group with that one so many years ago. They didn't know somebody by the last name of that. They didn't know some of them the last name type people. But y'all know how that go in the black community. Y'all know. I don't even get why black men would sit there to do things like that to people in their own family. To degrade themselves and to go through humiliation and embarrassment. That they doing that kind of mess with their people. There are some Hurstons that live in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. There's one, his name is Anthony Tony Hurston. They call him Poochie, but his name is Anthony Tony Hurston. He's a drill sergeant. There's another one, his name is Chris Hairston. They call him Chris Ronell Hairston. There's another one, his name is Myron Hairston. And there's another one, they call him Gary Hairston. All of them veterans. Every last one of them are veterans. They are actually veterans. Done been in the United States military and everything. Actual veterans, y'all. And they sitting there trying to sacrifice in their own family. Trying to hurt their own people in front of the public, you know, about they trying to, and then I believe they teach their sons and daughters that kind of mess. And I don't get anything like that. Grown men, black men, trying to sacrifice in the black community. Like I said, black men ain't like what they used to be. They used to stand for so much so long ago. I don't know what's going on now today with a bunch of black men. It's like it's deep, and I know it's got to be other black women that done notice it's something wrong with some black men. It's like they ain't what they used to be so long ago. When women would respect men, now women cussing black men out now more than ever. The life they be living. They ain't respectful like they used to be. So back in the 1980s, it's almost like they turned into, or they turning even into stuff that I don't get it. All that the funniness of it. It's so funny. It's like strange. Like some kind of, like something done got accepted in their head and they living by it. And when they not reaching out to people in their own family, checking on people in their own family, phone calling their own people, lifting they praying for their own people. I mean, that's deep. That's real deep stuff. Who helps strangers to hurt people in their own family? Who do things like that? Sick people that's trying to sacrifice their own people. You hear about that stuff in the black community. Some family trying to get so many other people down with them to hurt their own people and their own family. It's like in the black community you hear so much. So much I have. And I'm like, who in the hell does that, miss? Trying to get other black people down that hurt their own family members that they blood related to now. I don't know who raised them and stuff, but somebody was messed up like SHIT. People praying against each other in families. Trying to get the outdoor public to be down with they family, hating each other, be on their side, be for them. They gonna help make the public happy that they sacrificing in their family. That's some sick stuff. That is sick as SHIT. And there are black people that do it. They actually do it. Be down with their family. They having problems with their family member. Be down with their family. Be down. What? They can't go work that out. The black community already messed up now. They wanted people to be down with their family. What kind of mess is that? Holidays come around, and when the holidays come around, it's bad when black men can't go and talk or gather up all their family and sit there and talk to their family members and pray with their own family. Why leave it up to another family to pray for your own people when y'all can join hands and make the time during the holidays and pray for each other? Why won't bad behavior or badness out in displayment, bad in the outdoor public, was strangers hearing that they family don't care for each other, giving up on each other, trying to hurt each other? All they gonna do is laugh at them. That's all black people gonna do is laugh. They gonna start the gossiping and they gonna laugh. It heard, just making a person up, it heard about that family. They went to school with them people. They knew something wasn't right so long ago. That's all black people gonna do. Because it's the black community again. I don't get black people trying to evilly please the black community. I don't get that. It's already bad enough. So why try to grow more evil from a family? Why try to do even more? Why not do good and let other family members admire the families that are sticking together and pulling together and holding it down together? Why not let them that can't get along in other families continue to look at black families that are striving hard to hold on to each other? Why not continue doing strong positive things in front of other black families? Some black family got to be a leader. Some, I don't get it. I really don't get it when some people trying to live the worst as they can live with their family. They know black people gonna be watching their family. They know black people, the moment they family out and about, stores, shopping centers and stuff, They know the moment they last name mentioned. And the moment they last name mentioned, somebody in the black community is gonna know they people. That one thing, that one sentence, y'all. He went to school with some of them. That last name sound familiar. He went to school with some of them people. What you say the last name was again? He remembered some of them. He went to school with them people. Shit, black people don't, they think everything out there must be their friend and gonna show them respect. It's the real earth and it's not gonna be like that. Black people need to stop it. Black men need to quit it and end it. They need to quit that mess. The mess they doing. They are responsible for their family. They are responsible for their children, their nieces and their nephews. They are responsible. The responsibility is men supposed to be different from women. Women can raise children and children might not be all together like they should be as far as discipline. But when men are there should be a difference in that family like hell. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with black men. Some black men, some. They not grabbing a hold to talk to their people enough. And then it's leaking all out in the outdoor. And then they don't realize that whatever they've been doing in the dark, it's out in the public. And they need to pay attention. Because I'm like, if y'all can't get along on one planet, how the hell y'all gonna go to something better when y'all ass die? How the hell you gonna beat all that ex-slavery that happened, past tense, all the horror and cruelty, talking about a heaven for your family? What kind of fucking heaven? That's what I'm saying. What kind of fucking heaven? Where the motherfucker at? Cause if I thought you can go somewhere when you leave this bitch and rest just off of doing fucking bad all the time in a family, I would have been stopped doing strong positive stuff. But regular things is all I know to do. Regular stuff. Everyday regular stuff. So I don't get when other people that do evil and they doing satanic mess from their churches and talking about they in prayer against their nieces, their nephew, their nieces. They got the kids in prayer to be rejectful against their nieces and nephews. Men jealous of their brothers, can't accept their brother's success, going behind their brother back, trying to get their own kids in the black community. Want people to know all their business like that. And I'm like, what kind of men is y'all? Like I said, good. When they're good black men, they just stand out. When they are men that's doing shit, talking about their family's supposed to be out there living any kind of way, I question, I'm like, so what are men at in their family? What are them, they ain't gripped them, they ain't, where they at? People that say they family have to go through and learn lessons and all that stuff, them are people that, to me, that have not been prayerful when they are talking and saying that. But what I'm really saying is deception is some real shit in some black families. Black families, deception. People falsifying that they care for their family members. People lying to their family members that they on their side. People lying to their family members that they're trying to include the rest, and got to hear in the outdoor public they lying to each other. It's just deep and stuff how people do that. They do that in their own family. They hate their family. Women hating their sister kids. I mean, that's some sick stuff after all that slavery. 400 and some years of slavery. Past 10 damn slavery that went on. And they hate each other in a family, a black family. That's some deep stuff. They can't even damn patch that up. They can't let that go. 400 years was a long damn time of torment and torture that black slaves went through. So they get in an argument, who don't like who, and they try to hold that for the next dang what? 20 years against each other. Some black families, they messed up bad. They messed up so damn bad, I don't even understand why are they even allowed to exist? The black community already messed up. It don't need no more. It out there don't need no more families doing bad. People gonna be trying to next hurt they goddamn kids if all them grown men don't stop that shit. Back then, the grown men back then when I was coming up, I would hear about people that had 10 and 11 kids and stuff. Back in the 1980s, 10, 11, 12 kids. Dang. Big, large families from one house to the next. Talking about some family with 1 or 2 kids back in the 1980s. Grown ass people. 8, 9, 10, 12 kids. Be meeting people, they ain't gon' family and stuff. Now today, black people in the black community, 2 and 3 kids, 4 and 5. Y'all don't really hear about people with 12 kids, women with 12 kids, from one apartment to the next or one house to the next. Not in these damn time. But the men, what they doing is wrong. It's the men and the families. They need to stop that. I exposed them today. I'm very tired of them. Men that don't want to let go of an old relationship. What's over is what's over. When a woman done went on with her life, she done went on. She ain't dating your brother no more. She ain't dating your cousin no more. She done accepted and let that go. So why want to pray that her and her kids fall? Why do that? She done moved on. She ain't bothered that family no more. Some black women, they gotta watch out when they done moved on and stuff. They let that old ex-in-law family go. And they done moved on and stuff. They ain't thinking about them no more. They done moved on. The relationship is over. Some ex-in-laws, they don't want to let things go. Some of them have obsession problems and they don't want to let it go. And it's very true. Some people get mad because they want that person back in their family, or either they want that person to fall one. It's like deep stuff. When it's really deep, it's like, but to me, when something is over, it is over. When something is over, it's ended, it's over. Why try to plot more evil and devise or scheme up more dang on bad? Just let it go. That's what black people need to start doing. Black men, you need to stop playing games here. You're behind a bunch of mess about young men falling. Y'all are behind a bunch of mess about young guys and young girls that ain't got theyself together and out there living all ridiculously in the black community. Black men, y'all need to quit lying. You need to quit lying and quit lying in a family. Y'all need to stop lying. Where there are black men supposed to be able to talk to their family members that are younger than them and to be able to help put them or straighten them out. Strong, firm conversations direct and to the point. They supposed to be able to talk to the young in their family that they will hear them out and that they will develop a respect towards them that are closest to kin as black men. So black men, y'all need to quit playing games. I expose y'all today. I don't care what you post after I posted this video. I don't care what you say. But I expose y'all as black men. The black men are the ones responsible to help play a part and participate with the youth in their family. It is the children are responsible for themselves, no matter what age they are. As far as like over 18, they're responsible for themselves. When they're young, they're parents. But the thing about it is, when there is so much family, they supposed to pull together and look out for each other. They supposed to look out for each other kids. They supposed to be concerned for each other. Children can't raise themselves. That's why they have to have their parents, because they have to have somebody that reaches out to them because they too young and too little. But when children become 18 years old and up and over, 20s and 30s and stuff like that, it's the men in them families, it's them black men supposed to been talking to their nieces and nephews. Even when they walk around them, they supposed to recognize the young guys and girls. That's their uncles, that's their cousins that are black males. That I'm talking about the uncles in the family, or the the older age big men in the family. It should not have to take too much talk and conversation coming from their mouths to straighten young people, young men up in their family. I don't know what the hell going on with them today, but they ain't living like they used to live so long ago. Some families ain't. It's like one conversation with their nephew and their nieces and their nephews that'll straighten them up. The men in Africa, I was watching the video how they talk. They talk so strong with authority. I mean, ain't no way in the hell young guys just gonna sit there and they ain't straighten themselves up when some of them African men talk. I was watching it on YouTube and I said, that's something. That so much authority was put in a black man from the beginning. And I don't understand when they can't talk to their nieces and nephews, and they can't talk to them to make them stop whatever negative stuff they do. And they don't carry authority enough around it to make them settle down. Quit doing what you're doing. It's not going to be tolerated. It's not going to be allowed. It's going to quit now. It's totally different, like I said. When women got the dang gonna do every dang gonna thing. It's ridiculous. So much responsibility got to be on good black individual women. Good black individual women, what job have they not had to do with raising kids? They got the dang gonna do everything. Yes, real stuff. And I would never believe a woman that say, a black woman that say she ain't had no tough responsibility if she got her own family and over a certain age. Black men, you need to stop playing games. You are responsible. When it's your nieces and your nephews running around on the earth and y'all ain't got a grip on them. Y'all supposed to have a grip on them when they was young. They supposed to grow up respectful. They supposed to be out there doing things, strong positive things with their lives and stuff like that from individual families. Black men, I know who y'all are. And I know what y'all been doing here. And I just exposed that one thing right there. Because y'all like to put that stuff on the women that they sorry females, good black women that they sorry mamas, that they sorry grandmoms, or that they sorry parents and sorry grandmoms, no good for nothing. Because they moved on to take on the responsibility to carry it on and to endure without without the parent, that opposite sex black parent, but they took the responsibility to continue on to hold it down. Sometimes black men get jealous of women's work, and they get jealous that some women are doing such a good job, and they get mad and want to sabotage it. All that hard work of holding on and enduring and raising your family and trying to do the best you can. Strong positive things in the family. And then some men in the family, how they get jealous of women and want to sabotage some good woman's hard work of all that time and all those years of investing towards responsibility. Black men, what y'all been doing is wrong. Praying against the nieces and the nephews in the family. It's wrong. Black men supposed to have be able to even talk to the dirty aunts in the family. And when they talk, the dirty aunts that's trying to pull the family apart supposed to shut up and listen and hear them out. Yep. They're not supposed to continue to talk about they going to argue on the phone and keep the conversation or the feud going on in the family. They supposed to be quiet and hear out the men, the good, strong, positive men in the family, and hear what they got to say. Now they supposed to hear them out only when they talking right. They're not supposed to talk about they trying to wreck the family. They trying to pray against the young and the youth in the family. They want youth messed up and in jails and prisons and stuff. People got that family like that do things. Something wrong with them kind of people. Something is really wrong with them. They are like sick individuals. They sick families. Talking about trying to sell out their own people. To me, everything in the communities need to know what they doing. They trying to sacrifice, They try to sacrifice and then want other black people to feel sorry that something went on in their family in the black community and that it was really them that wanted that shit to happen. Deception is a real bitch. It's a real bitch and stuff. A real bitch. Damn it, it's a bitch. People wanting to hurt each other, wanting to deceive each other, wanting to play each other, wanting to dang on sit there and make jackasses out of each other in their own family. Not knowing, as the black community gossips, what don't they get? Rumors on the rumors. What don't they get? The black community always did gossip. What don't they get? Even to the church grounds, church parking lot, church choir stand. What don't they get? Some of the biggest feuds done went on in churches. There's called church brawls on YouTube. Church brawls, church fights, YouTube. What don't people get? It's just not family fighting at the cookout, disagreeing at the cookout. Let it go. Family members saying they ain't for the nieces and the nephews. Let it go. Why can't you treat all of them the same? Why can't you love your brother's kids without such evil jealousy? Y'all was raised in the same house, yo. At the same table together. Had to go to the same schools probably. Had the same parents and stuff. And you jealous of your brother's kids? Your brother's nieces and... That's deep. That is deep stuff. It's women that do that stuff too. Women that sit there and do that. Women that sit there and hate each other and they sisters, and then they'll take that stuff out there to the outdoor public and stuff in the black community. They feuding their sisters. Can't get along, feuding. Let that stuff go. All black people gonna do is basically talk about them. And continue to gossip about what they done did in front of the dang black community people faces, individual faces. Like Grapevine. They feuding and now what they gonna do? Only thing they gonna do is spread them rumors. They call them out there arguing and fighting with each other and stuff. And all they're gonna do is laugh. Cause they giving kicks to them. They giving them a chance to laugh at that they family falling apart. That they family not trying to stick together. And they embarrass themselves and they don't know it. It ain't like something like black people finna say, oh, that's just nothing. Oh, black people is waiting for fights in the black neighborhood. That's one thing they waiting for in the black communities is fights to break out. They waiting for that shit. They waiting to hear. Yeah, some blacks are. It's always been like that in the black community, though. So anyway, and females that can't get along with their sisters and stuff, I mean, that's deep. Y'all went to raised by the same parents or whatever, grew up in the same houses. Boy, all those years in the same house with the same parents, all those years, yo. And y'all trying to feud and fight with each other, won't let it go. Jealous of one, jealous of the other, won't let it go. Ain't even developed to be a real black woman. You acting like a grown ass kid and dang on over 25. I mean, that's some sick stuff. All they gonna do is laugh, gossip, and gossip, and gossip, and dirty gossip. It keeps going. Yeah, in the black areas, black YMCA's, black recreation center, black shopping center, the black parks, the black housing areas, the black project areas. That's all that's gonna happen. Front of the stores, at the dang on liquor house place, the card game houses. That's all black people been doing. Gossiping. So anyway, to families that hate me and my family, intentional evil haters, y'all are some sick individuals to go so far with your mess. to go too far. Y'all sick, insane individuals. Going too far. And one of the most disappointingest things is when when your people in the family, aunts, uncles, from aunts and uncles, when they praying evilly and then trying to deceive even more, mad because of their situations, mad because of what went on with their kids. They don't even realize that's the men in the family responsibility to talk to their children in the family and help straighten out their kids. You drop them $20 or something in their hand and call an uncle or something and ask him to get over there and talk to that girl. Get over there and talk to that boy or something. Some kind of like lecture talk or something. Some kind of pull it together, get it together type talk. You pay for the gas of the relative, the meal or something, or buy breakfast or buy lunch or something and ask to get to make the time. But these men supposed to have concern in them for all these women that's in the family and all these children that's in the family. They supposed to have concern. These black men are lying in some of them families. They are not being truthful upon the earth itself. It's their job to speak out in families and talk to the women in the families and tell them to stop all that feuding in his family. They supposed to hold up the grandmother's name and the grandfather's name, and they're supposed to put their foot down and tell black women in the family to stop all the feuding. Yeah. The family isn't going to live like this. The family isn't going to have this going on any more further. The family is going to let this go and patch this up. But when to hear about black men talking about their problems is more, I'm trying to understand. What did their parents teach them then? Were they not taught to be men? Black men. Some families are wrong. And they love to do that church mess in the family. But then they want their feuding, and they the ones that feud so much. And it just turns me off from, I don't want to go on no Sunday. Because I'm like, they fuss and they fight in the family so much and can't get along, and they go to church. And I'm like, I'm not going. Because y'all are already this display, and then I hear how they can't even get along, and they done went, and I'm like, nah, y'all gotta take that on somewhere else. Because I hear y'all feuding again, hating each other kids, talking about doing each other kids in. And I don't want no parts of no family that won't stop that kind of mess. I don't want any. I don't want no parts. One of the most disappointing things is when, like, on the list is when you done prayed a lot in privacy, and then it's like your prayers have been overlooked. It's so disappointing that it'll make you start cussing with anger. Your prayers have not been heard urgently. Oh, it's been well over 10, 15 years a month. And you still have to endure, and you still have to keep going on, and you still got to hold on, and you still got to keep your head up, and you still got to keep on living your life as a black woman in spite of the criticism, in spite of the negativity, in spite of the odds, in spite of, you still got to keep living on to do the best you can. But anyway, this is my video and everything, and I posted it. And like I'm up this morning and everything. It's like cold. Yeah, January snowfall finna get ready to pull down for the new year. 2 more days to the 226 new year and everything. I believe, yeah. 'Cause it's Tuesday in the month, the last day, which is New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. A big 226. 26. So anyway, this is me, awesome Jag. So I'm posting my video and everything. It's just something that I had to post. Black men, they need to stop. They need to stop and regain back they need to stop trying to tear down the family, stop sitting there trying to instigate fights with women in the outdoor public. They need to stop. Black men is behind a lot of SHIT. And they need to stop. So, and that's only some, not all. Not all. Some, not all, some. So anyway, so this is my video and stuff like that. If you wasn't living like that, then it's not for you. Like I'm not directing it towards somebody that ain't been living like that, as I described in my video. So anyway, so like this is my video. I'm awesome Jag, and just had to post this video and everything. I really am just tired and everything. I get so tired of the disappointment. Yeah, I get so tired sometimes. But I'm just hoping that great mercy. Great mercy, far away from the planet Earth, far away. Great mercy. Let's continue to be on my side and my family's side. So anyway, this is my video, and peace out.